Well, hello friends and family. Welcome to Jim's In Town Gardening and Bella's Legacy Rabbitry. So I was out here trimming some of the nails on some of my younger ones' feet. And I thought, you know, fairly warm here. Foggy this morning, rainy this morning. Anyways, I had one of them out here and had a tractor trailer go by and he just let the Drake go, and holy smokes. Poor little bunny crawled up my thing, up my side of my face. In fact, I can see a scratch there. Hopefully I'm not bleeding too much. That's hard. You know, these guys are used to very, very little sound. I mean, I can work in there, but they know me. They know my voice. They know, I usually talk to them. You know, easy girls, easy boys, and usually I can get by with just about anything. In fact, I can even vacuum the cages out and not have problems, especially when they're shedding. So today I'm going to show you some bunnies that I have for sale. Now, I'm going to try to make this kind of quick. So I'm going to do just short clips of some of the litters that I have. The first one's going to be from Mandy's litter. I've got three boys. These guys were born June 18th, 2022. So the first one, and you guys have seen this one in a video before. This one is the otter. This one was the run of the litter. Beautiful, beautiful boy. I love his markings. He is on the smaller side. You know, probably. I mean, he'll grow some, but he'd make a great pet. So, if you give me just a minute, I've got the two other ones. One is going to be a solid gray. The other one's going to be a solid chocolate. So, give me just a few minutes. Okay, so this is the chocolate one. He's a pretty good boy. Right there. He's a pretty good boy. It was amazing the colors that this girl here had. Let me put him down in my lap so you can see. This camera wants to go crooked. There you go. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. I've got one more that I'm going to show. I'll show the other brother, and then I think I'm going to bring him into the barn and do it that way. It's a lot quieter in there. So if you give me just a minute, I'll grab the gray one. Okay, friends, welcome back. So now I've got the gray one. Another truck just went by, got him kind of worked up. You know, it's hard. Like I said, they have, here comes the tractor trailer. They have quiet home. And I like coming out here to brush them, especially when they're shedding. You know, when it's a cool day like this. But it's hard with the noise. Let me get him in my lap so you can see him. That a boy. So again, these guys were born June 18th. No, you're not going to jump down though, honey. No, you're not going to jump down. They're from Mandy. Mandy is a lavender Rex. Dad is a chocolate otter boy. He's a Rex. So I've got one more that I'll try to do out here. And this is going to be from Daisy. Daisy is part New Zealand, part Californian. Next door, they're pressure washing a bunch of trucks. So I don't think that will bother them. They've been used to that noise. So give me just a minute and I will grab her. And let's see, Daisy's, this one would have been born May 30th of this year. Sweet little girl. It's another one that Leanna really likes. Her personality is sweet. So, give me just a minute. I'll bring her and then we'll go inside the barn. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So now I've got Daisy's last baby that I've got. This is a doe. She was born May 30th. I can't remember who the dad was. I don't think it was Buster. I can't remember. I'd have to look up on that. Anyway, she's got a fun personality. You can see she has got some of the Californian. She's got a little bit on her nose, the smudge on her nose. Daisy we had bought. I bought her. I bought Buster. I bought Baby all at the same time. And Daisy does have the Californian in her. So usually I breed her. Usually I was breeding her to Rex, where I don't have Rex anymore. He was a red New Zealand. And through a really neat chocolate type kit. But anyways, this one's pretty well laid back, although she's funny. Leanna just loves it when she comes out at night to give the apple treats. This one is just comical. So, she'd make a good pet, she'd make a good breeder. So, you give me just a few minutes, we'll go in the barn. Actually, no, I've got one more, and I've had this one for a long while. This would have been from Shiloh's. Oh, this one is going to be a year old last August. Yeah, a year old this past August. It's a black one. Looks a lot like, it's got the Rex in it. I'm sure when I get them, you'll remember. And then we'll go in the barn. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we've got this one here. Like I said, this one was a year old last August. Shiloh is a huge New Zealand Rex cross. She's white. She was bred to one that looked a lot like a chinchilla. This one was the smallest out of the litter, and he was comical. Even these are the ones that we bottle fed. There were 9 of them. She had hurt herself in the back end. She's fine now, but we ended up bottle feeding these guys for about 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks? Boy, it seems like it's longer than that. Yeah, I guess that would be about it. You know, this guy, I thought everybody and their brother would call for him. He's just a sweet boy, pretty rabbit. He's got the Rex fur. There was a guy up north of us, about 2 hour north of us, that kind of written about him, but he wasn't sure if he wanted to get into rabbits or not. But just a sweet little boy. You can come up here. Come here, honey. Oh, come on. Likes to cuddle. Likes being held. Likes being brushed. You know, you could use him for breeding if you wanted. I'd really like to see him go to a family. Would really love on him because he's a sweet boy. Right. Yes, you are. So, if you give me just a minute, we'll go in the barn. I'll show you some of the ones that we have in there for sale. And, yeah, I'll be right back. Good boy. You're such a sweet boy. Okay, we're back in the barn. It's a lot quieter. It's a place where they feel safe. They know. So, I've got one of Baby's babies. There's 3 of these girls. They're all pretty much alike. They were born May 21st of this year. Hey, sweetie, little girl. I've got 3 of the does, and I've got 2 of the boys that are left. I can't remember how many she had now. Probably 9. She's typically 9. Babies usually grow fairly good size. I know there's quite a few people that have bought them for breeders, and especially when I would breed her to the red New Zealand. I don't have a red New Zealand to breed her back. I lost my original boy, my red New Zealand Rex. I lost him late last fall. He was an old boy. He did well. Enjoyed him. Another boy who was so gentle with the girls and just fun to work with. I'm sure for you to have even sheep, goats, cattle, you've got your favorites, and he was one of my favorites. He was a good boy. So I've been using Buster on her, and you can see, decent length. Let me go on my lap. Go on my lap for a minute. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. That a good girl. That a baby. Okay. You got people all over the world that are going to watch you. And yeah, your sister's just stepping out of the cage looking. Can you get that leg up? There we go. Decent length. She typically throws some really nice offspring. So I'm happy. So like I said, I've got two other girls. They're all about the same. And then there's two boys, and they look almost identical to the girls. So if anybody's interested in the New Zealands, now I'm going to throw something out here, and I can't give you an exact date. Right after the 1st, I'm going to be making a trip down to Waterville. Leanna and I have some business down there that we have to tend to, but also I'm going to be dropping off one of my favorite does. This is a doe from Fawn. It's one I couldn't believe didn't sell way back. Anyways, I've got a gentleman that's interested in her, and actually he said he was going to take her. So we're going to be dropping her off. I don't know the date. If you are interested in any of the rabbits that I've shown or going to show you, and you live down to southern Maine and it's hard to come up here, Waterville is about an hour and a half from us. So I can, if you're interested, either text me, call me, leave a message on YouTube or some of the other platforms that this video might go out, and we'll see if we can work something out. The only thing I'm going to ask is for half down doing that. There's just too many people that try to take advantage, and I'm not going to take any of these rabbits down there and bring them back. It just isn't fair for them. It's too bad we're in a society that you got to worry about those things now, but we are. So, and I'm not saying everybody is that way, but there are ones. So if you give me a minute, I've got two white Rex. These are full Rex does, which were born. Let's see, Angel. These guys would have been born June 17th. I've got the two girls, and I've got three boys. And again, they all look identical. They're all white, just about the same size, about the same body build. These guys are solid. Very, very compact. So if you give me just a minute, I'll grab one of them. You've been a good girl. You have. Okay, so I've got one of the Rex girls. Like I said, this is from Angel. June 17th, 2022. There's two girls and three boys. Now, Angel is a pure white doe. Actually, Angel is a rescue. We rescued her. You could count the ribs on her. Sad. It took us a long time. She was a young girl. It took us a long time to get the body fat back onto her. And I bred her I bred her to Eddie, who is my chocolate otter Rex boy. And I was hoping for black otters, actually. And she had all whites. Every single one of her kids were white. And what a great mom she was. Great mom she was. And her babies are sweet. So again, if anybody is interested in any of the white Rexes, June 17th, you know, there is some of the chocolate in the background here. I can't remember who she came from. It's very possible she would have been from the black otter doe that I wanted, Latte, but I can't remember. Can't remember. So, anyways, next I'm going to grab, you know what, I'm going to grab the gray one. Now the gray one would have been from Shiloh. Okay, you saw the black one that I said looked a lot like a Rex. Okay, this would have been from this year's litter, Shiloh, which would have been May 24th. And she had a whole combination of different ones. This one is a gray. He's an otter. He's got more of the fur of the New Zealand. Sweet boy would make an excellent pet. So give me a minute and I'll get him. Okay, so here's a sweet boy. Like I said, quite a few of this litter had taken the Rex. This one, I just love that soft gray. It's a beautiful, beautiful gray. He has got the Rex fur. Yeah, your mommy's right down below me. Yeah, your mommy's right down below me. I don't know if you know that or not, though. You know, I mean, somebody, if they weren't trying to go straight Rex, straight New Zealand, you might want to use him for a breeder. Personally, I'd like to see him to go as a pet. I think he'd make a good pet. He is friendly. Most of my rabbits are. Easy, sweetie. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, you are. Good boy. I scratch my knuckles. Yes. Scratch my knuckles. When that one boy, I didn't even show you him. Brought him out. I was going to trim his nails, and like I said, that truck went through, and he crawled right up on my face. I probably got scratches. I can see something right there. But he raked my knuckles with his back legs, back feet. So, anyways, you know, you're not seeing it. He's got the New Zealand fur, but it's a silky fur. So silky. I think I mentioned in another video, I don't remember if it was him or somebody else, Sugar's fur. Sugar is my original New Zealand white doe, and her fur is real silky like this. Good boy, you are. So, give me just a minute. I've got two Rex boys that I'll show you. One is Smokey. Smokey's not a young boy. He is 2018, I think. I think he's 2018, and I shared in, I think, the last video. He's just too closely related to my Rex does up here. I think there's only one that I can use him on, and I'd rather see somebody use him that can. He's a good boy. We have used him on some of the New Zealand does. He throws nice babies. Easy to work with. And then the other one would be out of Mocha. It's a you can see the lavender quite strong in him when the light's shining. So he'd be a lavender otter Rex. Good boy, you are. So I'll be right back. Alright friends, welcome back. So I've got Smokey now. Smokey is a Rex buck. Again, it's not showing right here, but you can see when the light's shining right, you can see the lavender in it. Right now I'm showing mostly brown and gray. He has got some lavender in him. As you can see, he's a good boy, easy to work with, which I like. You know, I spend just as much time with my boys as I do with my girls. Because I got to work with them too. I mean, I've got to trim nails, and I've got to, you know, when I put the does in with them, I want them, I want to be able to work with them. So I do spend quite a bit of time with them. Hopefully you see it that good, I'm not sure. Good boy. Good boy. So he was born July of 2018. Nice boy. Look in the camera. Look in the camera. Easy, easy, easy. Good boy. Good boy. So again, if you're looking for an experienced buck, he might be one to think about. So I've got one left that I'm going to show, and that's going to be a young Rex boy. He is the lavender. That would be from Mocha, the Mocha and Eddie. So give me just a couple minutes. Good boy. Thank you. All right. Welcome back, friends. So this is my little buddy. This is my little buddy. And I'm not showing the date. Where is Mocha? Mocha, Mocha, Mocha. I'll have to look on the chart. I don't have it on my paper here. You're a good baby. You're a good baby. So you can see he's marked pretty. Gotta love that Rex fur. Look on there. Marked nice. Fairly calm boy. Like I said, when the light is shining on this, you can see that lavender in there. You're a sweet boy. You are. And what do you want, Peter? I don't know if you can see Peter. He's my jealous one. Peter wants all the attention. Don't you? Don't you? You want all the attention. He's my sweet boy. I have got some really nice boys. There's him, I've been offered a lot of money for him, and I won't sell him. Same with Mocha. I won't sell her. I won't sell Mandy, Sugar, Baby. You know, Adrian's a good boy. I don't use him quite as much as I'd like to. But you know, it really pays to work with your boys. Spend that time with the boys. You know, this is what you want. For me, you know, if I'm gonna, and I need to trim his nails too. Working with the nails, just grooming. Hey, don't chew my shirt. What are you doing? But you know, even during breeding time, you know, when you bring the girls in with the boys, you know, if the doe isn't going to have anything to do with him, or, you know, might even try to attack him, thankfully I haven't had that problem. But you know, if you've got to go in there and separate, or even taking the dough out, there are some bucks that will throw a head fit about taking the doughs out. Actually, Smokey was that way when I first got him. You know, usually I went for the 3 fall-offs, and I'm trying to think who it was. It might have been Sugar. I don't remember. It doesn't make any difference. But anyways, he wanted to attack me, you know, taking her out, but that has changed. You know, like I said, a lot of it is just working with them. I want them to trust me, and I want to trust them. You know, and it's so much easier if you can work with them like this without the stress. They're not stressed. I don't get stressed. It makes it a lot easier. Just takes a little bit of time, you know. And I've got 50 cages here, and right now just about everything is full. So in a couple days, I've got 3 more that I'll show. I've got 2 sisters to the gray one, the one that looked more like the New Zealand. I've got 2 sisters there. They look similar to him except they're chocolate. And then I've got one that looks just like a Rex. He's a chocolate otter. He looks just like a Rex. And like I said, I wouldn't sell him for the same price that I would the Rexes. He'd go into the New Zealand cross. Those I get the same amount for. You're a sweet boy. You are. Friends, I want to thank you so much for taking a little bit of time to watch some of the bunnies. Oh, I didn't want to go long. I'm about 28 minutes. 28? Yep. Anyways, if you're not interested in any bunnies, you got to see some cute ones. Again, sorry for the noise out in the barn, or outside the barn. Here, you might have got the fan. I keep a fan going almost all day long in here. Just keep the fresh air in and out. Again, thank you. If you are interested, you know, there's ways that you can get a hold of me. If you're really interested, you'll figure it out. And again, sometime the first week of November, I will be taking a trip down to Waterville. If you are interested in that route, again, get a hold of me. Within the next few days, I could probably tell you what the date is and what the time is. There's going to be a small window in there because, like I said, I'm not going to have the rabbit sitting in the car any longer than I have to. You know, the best way is, if you're interested, meet me there. Have a carrying cage that you can put them in. I might be able to work something out where I could have them in something that you could just take out of my vehicle and to yours and go home. And that's what I would do, is get them to your place, get them into their home, get the water to them. Another thing that I do is I do give you enough food to mix half and half with whatever you're going to feed. Now, every single rabbit that I showed you today, they're getting a cup of feed. So what you do is you mix half of the cup that of the food I give you to half a cup of what you're going to feed. My rabbits do get hay. I fill the hay balls up at night. Some not as full as others, because there's some that would rather eat hay and not the grain. So I feed that at night. They've got the grain in front of them. You know, and depending on which rabbit you're going to choose, I can tell you, and I will. You know, anybody that's bought from me, I try to be just as upfront and honest as I can with you. I want to see you be successful. Friends, thank you so much. Love you all. God bless you.